Hi there, it's the Dutch Sims 4 Master and welcome to this brand new The Sims 4 video, and actually the first Sims video of 2018. Yeah, I know it's been quite some time since the last video I uploaded, and it's been 2018 for like 2 weeks already and I haven't uploaded anything. But yeah, the reason for that was because I was coming up with new ideas, kind of sort of trying to get more inspiration for some new builds, and also now I am actually starting 2018 off with a super cool video, because today I'm here with an early access or early look into the Sims 4 Laundry Day stuff pack, because that pack is coming out tomorrow. And EA was kind enough to give me some early access to check out the game early, obviously, because it's early access. And today I thought, I can do just a regular showcase overview, but everyone is probably doing that. So I come up with sort of a cool idea, if you ask me, and that was to build a garden shed and then a laundry garden shed. So, in your garden you might have a laundry or a garden shed, and I sort of imagined that to be a place where you do the laundry. I'm not sure if that is a thing. Personally, like, here in the Netherlands, I don't think many people do it. However, I thought it was, there's so many cool items with this pack, which also actually go beyond like laundry, and which are just generally cool to add in like buildings. I thought it would be cool to make a laundry themed build, but then making sort of a small little house, which is a shed. So yeah, I'm starting off with that. From the outside, it's not going to be anything too spectacular. However, from the inside, it is going to be cool. I have come up with some ideas. Not everything is planned yet, but I have sort of thought about what I'm doing, just to make sure that it wouldn't be too slow. So yeah, like I said, the pack is coming out tomorrow. And yeah, it is just like with regular stuff packs, the same price, which is 10 euros in Europe and like $10 in the US, I believe. And then for like England and Australia, I honestly have no idea. But you can probably find it out when you look on Origin or wherever you're planning on buying the pack. But yeah, I'm super excited for this one. And I can actually tell you that personally, I think this might, or it is actually like the best pack we've got so far. And normally, yeah, stuff packs really sort of differ in the amount of like cool items they've got and the amount of excitement they cause me to have. But this one actually made me pretty excited. And the reason for the difference in excitement for me is probably the amount of creative sim items. However, I'm not going into creative sim in this video, and probably in no video at all, because I'm just not into that stuff. But I have heard that like the creative sim items are super good in this one as well, which you can sort of expect, because laundry sort of has to do with clothes and stuff. So it is sort of logical that you've got like quite some cool items in like that section as well. But also in the build buy section, you've got some really cool items. And quite many as well, actually. So yeah, I'm just super excited to show you everything it has to offer. Also, as you can see, I'm doing this live, or at least this is not a speed build, simply because it would be sort of a short speed build, and also I felt it would be cooler to just talk about the pack in this way as well. By the way, first of all, I'd like to show you some of the items I really like, because you're probably watching this for laundry day, or definitely watching this for laundry day. So I should at least show you the washing machines, and this is super cool. When I saw this in the trailer, I was like, okay, cool. You can actually like put them on top of each other. But then I saw this in the game, and I was like, it's not actually a thing which you can like change. However, they are like separate objects, as you can see. So you can do it yourself. I'm not sure if you can actually put two of the same ones on top of each other. I expect you've got ones which you can stack, and ones which are just like built on them or by themselves. Oh, there you go. You cannot stack two washing machines on top of each other, or two dryers, because that's the difference. Here you see that this is a dryer, probably, and this is the washing machine. Am I right? I think I am. Yes, yeah, that was right. It's sort of logical if you look at the icons, but if you've got the ones which you can stack, you can actually like put them on top of each other. You can stack them, obviously, which I personally think is cool. Then something else that I really wanted to show you. Yeah, literally, there's super cool items with this pack. Also, okay, get to put the cheat on. Look at this light. I mean, I'm putting this in the build as well, definitely. But I mean, this is such a hipster light. You see them all the time now, and you can finally add them. They're really cool for creating like some kind of hipster like restaurants as well, or at least here in the Netherlands, every restaurant has that like theme nowadays. Also, this round table, really cool. Planning on adding that one in the build as well, which might be strange because it is a laundry shed, but I'll come up with a good reason to do so. But generally, I think I'll just move on to continue working on the build because I am like stacking it with super many like items from the new stuff pack, because that's what I like to do. And that is also most logical, I guess. What I personally thought would be cool for like this build was to add these windows and also this door from a city living, simply because they sort of create that urban feel. Yeah, I don't know, I'm not sure if this actually fits it, but for some reason I thought this would be sort of a cool window to have in a shed, and personally I would really like to have this shed in like my garden. Still I'm not sure if laundry is being done in a shed, but maybe it is, and in that case this is definitely realistic. I'm making it a little bit shorter here. And we do actually also have an extra window, or just generally a new window with the pack, which I'll show you. It's this one, which you've got in quite some color combinations. Here we've got it in black, but you've also got it like in all these colors, which is pretty cool. So I'm adding that one over here as well. It really fits that shed sort of vibe as well. Yeah, personally I just thought this was sort of a cool idea. And the cool thing as well is that you can download this shed from the gallery, and then you can put it into like any of your houses, I believe, because it should probably just, you know, you can always combine lots. It's not that if you add a new lot, the other one will be deleted, I believe. If it is not the case, I might actually change that somewhere. But I believe it should be possible to like add a couple of lots sort of from the gallery on one specific lot. And then it's sort of cool that you can now add a shed to your build somewhere in the garden, and there's always, or also just a really good way to fill up that space in the garden. I have been thinking about the color of it quite some time, but in the end I ended up with sort of a modern color, because personally I think that is just sort of cool and makes it like, I didn't want it to be modern, I sort of wanted it to be hipster vibe, sort of. Well, at least, yeah, hipster vibe is sort of strange, but you probably can tell what it is. It's sort of like urban industrial. That's what I wanted to go for, and therefore this is not necessarily like your mainstream like shed, but it does look cool if you ask me. And if you want to build like a cool shed, you actually do the effort to build something that looks good. This is probably what you'll end up with, and not with like such a regular shed, which everyone builds simply because they have to build a shed, if you get what I mean. So here I wanted to extend these stairs. Okay, I sort of screwed up there. So yeah, sorry for not uploading for so long. Like I said, I just wanted to come up with new ideas. I've been working on crazy many things for the last couple of weeks, and I'm super excited for what 2018 might actually bring. I'm also working on very many SketchUp things, and also in The Sims and YouTube, I generally want to expand and come up with new things. And sometimes you just need a break, because you can probably imagine, but I have been playing The Sims for like 5 years in a row, and then at least like a couple of times a week, and sometimes like even daily. And then at times you simply get out of inspiration, and especially when you're a builder, that's sort of hard, because you do have to come up with new ideas for like a cool looking build. So therefore it felt right to just take some time off. Also before like the holidays, before the end of 2018, I already or before the end of 2017, yeah, that's what I meant to say. I was like super busy with university stuff as well. So therefore, yeah, I just wasn't in the ability to make many videos. But now I am back and I'm super excited. I've got some speed builds planned, and of course this is a speed build, so hey, that's cool. Well, it's not a speed build actually, this is just a regular build. However, in the end you do end up with like some kind of creation, so I guess that's good. As you can see, this is, yeah, I'm starting with the interior already, so it's not like a huge build, as you can probably tell, but that was definitely not my intention. That's also the reason why I didn't speed it up, simply because I knew that I would be able to finish this like in sort of a short amount of time. I really like these ones as well, just for like a hipster or industrial place like this one. I thought it would be pretty cool to add like these items. And then now it's time to add the washing machines. And maybe it's cool, yeah, like I know that now I'm adding like 2 washing machines and 1 dryer, but you know, it just looks cooler if I'm doing it this way. So I think I'll leave it the way it is. And I should add some lights for now, just to be able to see everything well. And then later on I'll add some actual lights. But for now it's just to make sure that I can see the colors properly. And then in that case I always add these lights, because they give like just a really good color for some reason. Which give like a very accurate representation of what you're adding. Which is sort of necessary when you're doing a build like this. Yeah, I think that, yeah, is it cool? Maybe it's better to just add a white one, because in the end it is industrial, it is not like the fanciest place. However, they are sort of stylish and they did think about what they want to add where and stuff. So yeah. Then also, wait, I want to show these items because these are pretty cool as well. I mean, by the way, this was a community created pack, and personally at the time this was all going on, and I must say this was a couple of months, I believe. I just wasn't really into it or something, but you had the ability to vote on some items or some themes or some vibes of the pack. So people voted more for like the industrial urban vibe for this pack. However, you could also have voted something way more traditional or super modern, I believe. And in the end, like this was really built by the community, and like everything was sort of designed, well, not necessarily designed, but some designs were like options were given, and then like us, the simmers, could choose even for like the icon of the pack. So that's really cool, and it was super cool to see how the process of creating a pack like this went. Like I said, I have voted a couple of times, I believe, but I haven't made a video about it or anything, simply because yeah, I didn't really think it was a topic to make a video about, if I'm honest. Also, by the way, this sink is really like accurate for like also a garage or indeed like a laundry place, because you never have like a super fancy sink. It's just something like this, which personally I thought was sort of cool, and generally that makes this pack super realistic. Maybe I should try another color combination, by the way, because this might get sort of boring. And maybe this is like cooler, or was it cooler the black way? It was sort of cool when it was black as well. Okay, I think I'll go for this, but there's like literally so many items that I'm not able to fit everything in this place, but I think that doesn't necessarily really matter, because I will of course add them in some build later on, but for now I just got to make like choices. This one is cool as well. We've got some towels, and I thought it would be cool to stack these, or like this. I know you can't reach the upper ones, or unless you've got like a ladder, but like it does look cool if you ask me. And then I've got to figure out how to do this, because this doesn't really look good if you ask me. And of course you do have to make sure that you can actually reach the place. Maybe stacking these like this, or should I put it just on top over here? Yeah, that is actually possible as well. I've got to make sure that it's lined up. Yep, there we go. And now I'm also adding the table. That's just something I want to do right now. and I'm adding it here, and it might be strange to have like a table in the laundry space, but I mean, at the same time, it's super logical because, I mean, you're doing the laundry. It takes time to do the laundry, at least, you know, you've got to put it in the washing machine or you've got to put it in like the dryer, and then you've got nothing to do, or at least, of course, you could go back into the house and do whatever you want, but then you've got to walk and your Sims are probably like sort of lazy. So I thought, you know, it's cool if they've got like the option to sit here and just, you know, maybe talk with other Sims around the table, but also just to work here. So I'm putting a laptop down, or do we have laptops already? No, I mean a tablet, and maybe a newspaper or some books. And then you can just sit here, you know, in the laundry room, reading in your cool little garden chat. I personally thought it was super realistic and a good reason to, like, you know, just add these items. And also I wanted to add like some relaxing chair. Just got to figure out which one. Maybe this one is like good. I know we've got these new ones, but I'm planning on putting those outside. Like here probably. No, that doesn't really fit. Ah, there we go. And then this color might look cool. Yeah, it would be cooler if I was able to like add some color here. However, if I'm honest, I don't really like the color combinations of these chairs. They're sort of, yeah, no. The colors just don't really match. Like the blue is way too blue, if you get what I mean. And the yellow, well, I wouldn't really add yellow anyways, but also it's just too extreme and it's too childish. You don't really have like serious color combinations. I mean, it's not like this one where you've got like some green, lime green color, or this, which is even cooler because, yeah, you know, this is sort of bright, but at the same time realistic. Also, because in case you've got orange here, you've got the same color of orange, then you've got a yellow chair, which, I mean, I'm not adding. So, yeah, I think I'll just go for something regular. But I'm sorry for the lack of color, like outside over here. I am adding some extra things, however. Maybe this little tree is cool. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool, actually. And then we've also got these flowers, which is something I personally never add in my house, but maybe for this place, you know, why not? And then I believe we've got like some other items which I can put like over here on the deck as well. Yep, this one. Sort of cool, I thought, you know. You can actually like clean the deck in front of the house and maybe the interior as well. And then now it's also time to add these super cool lights because, you know, when you've got a super cool round table, which we didn't have before, like a big round table. So I'm actually super happy that we've got it. I'm not too happy with, or at least right now I'm super happy with it. However, when I'm building a modern house, I'll probably be sort of disappointed by the fact that it's not got like a modern stand. So therefore I might not be able to use it in modern houses. However, for like industrial houses, it is perfect because it's the combination of like modern and like urban, or at least like urban, but still like sort of, yeah, modern because of the round look or something. You know, you don't have any decorative things around here, which makes that it does still have like that modern look. I guess this might be completely strange. However, oh well. Okay, so now we've got some lights added, so that's pretty cool. I really think those lights are cool. And then we also have like this new ottoman. I heard that the descriptions of like all the items are super funny as well. However, I've not read them, or at least I'm not going to read them in the video. But if you're getting the pack, I really advise you to check that out because I heard that that's just a lot of fun to read. So yeah, that's just a little tip from me. You've got like, actually, if you look at the amount of rugs in this pack, it's sort of crazy because, I mean, we've got 7 rugs in a pack, like in a stuff pack, which is generally super cool, but also like in comparison to the other Roman items, don't get me wrong, there's super many items in this pack, but still 7 rugs is like many for an expansion pack already. But yeah, I'm just adding some tiny decorative items. This one is pretty cool as well. I mean, this is just something realistic you'd see in real life as well. So then, like those small little details they add are just, they're just fun. Here we go. And then also I want to add this one. And then put it just sort of strangely, but oh well. Still sort of in the doubt if I shouldn't change the color of this. The black is sort of cool though. By the way, when I'm making like the screenshots and the overview, I'm changing these windows around, which is just a little tip from me. They're a different color from like the inside and the outside. Officially, this is the way it should be, like a regular window color from the inside and then this from the outside, I believe. However, I really don't like the blue color. So if I'm like in the inside, I make sure it's like this. And then when I'm from the outside, I turn it around. And you see this. And then in that way, it just works out super well. Which is just a little life hack, Sims hack from me. Just putting some items down just to fill up the space, I guess. Oh, you've also got this one, which is like an iron, do you call it? Yeah, an ironing board. I think, yeah, that fits well on like this wall. And then we do have to choose a nice pattern, or at least in real life, those always have like the ugliest patterns out there. So, no, we don't actually have super many patterns in this one. Would have been funny if they would have like added super many crazy, like gone all crazy with the patterns for the ironing board, because that's sort of realistic. Because seriously, here in the Netherlands at least, you've got like the craziest combination of like coverings for that. But that might be sort of strange. I think this might be it. I might add some more details. Oh, we still have to add this laundry. Well, this is actually going to be put like in the house and then taken with like the person itself into the laundry shed. So I don't have to put it here, I think. Also, I just read that you can actually have your laundry done by a butler or a maid, which is sort of cool and realistic as well. Just to give you some more information, because I know that I don't give a lot of information about the pack maybe in my game. I just generally talk about my experience and my opinion about it and just show what you can do with it. But yeah, also because like a lot of the knowledge about the pack actually is used for like live mode, and that's just not what I do. So yeah, that's just a small explanation why you don't get too much information from me about the pack maybe. But maybe you do think I give a lot, I don't know. You know, never mind. I'm just creating a little garden around it just to make it look nicer. However, if you're putting this in your own garden, this might not fit the style at all. But you know, I've got to give it some color in some way. So yeah, therefore I'm just creating my own little garden around it, which might be fun for the thumbnail as well. And also for uploading it to the gallery. Then I want to, yeah, put that one there. Oh, that's sort of too close. This is better. No. Still, I think it's sort of a cool idea to have like a laundry shed. But let me know in the comments. You've got a couple of things you've got to let me know in the comments. First of all, what do you think of the pack? Are you getting it? And seriously, I'm like often super like honest about the reviews, or this is not really a review, but this is just me talking about the pack and then in that way sort of giving my opinion about it. But this one is seriously super cool, and this is definitely worth like $10 or euros or whatever if you're into stuff packs. And generally if you're into The Sims, because you get like very many items with it, and also it adds like one room into every house that you can create, sort of, you know. Especially also for builders, this is like a super good pack, but also for those who play. So I think this is just generally a very broad pack, which fits very many people. Because like I said, you can, in every room, you can now add a laundry room, which is just the perfect room to fill up a house with, because admit you've always got like in the end some spaces which you have got no idea what to do with it. Now you can just fill it up with laundry stuff, and like you don't even have to give an explanation. It's super logical you did so. So it's like a good reason to fill up rooms. And generally it's just a fun pack with like fun items. But yeah, in the end it's up to you, you know. You're your own owner of your money. I can just give some little advice. Okay, I'm adding some last trees. Is this one? No, that's, yeah, doesn't really fit the theme maybe, but this is just to fill up. You know, in the end I'm going to make a thumbnail from this side. Maybe if I am making like an exterior thumbnail, it will be from like this side, obviously. And it does have to seem as if it's sort of in a forest or something, because that sort of fits the vibe. Okay, that one, we've got to have a tree with a lower leaves. Yeah, something like this. Perfect. Alright, and then also the reason I'm adding a garden is not only just because I wanted to do so and for the thumbnail, etc. Also because you've got a new outdoor item, which is this one, where you can actually let your laundry dry in the open, just in nature, without using the dryer, just in case like the dryer is way too expensive for you. Even though, no, yeah, indeed, the dryer is more expensive than like the drying natural rack, I guess. So that's good. What is this? Maybe well, okay, I'm not adding that. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. It was sort of long, I see now, like over 25 minutes. But oh well, I hope you found it fun, and let me know what you think of the pack, and also let me know what you think, because I said I would have a list of things I wanted to hear from you, and one of the other things I wanted to hear from you is, do you think a laundry shed or laundry garden shed is actually a thing? Because I'm super curious to hear now. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I'm doing a short overview at the end of this video, so be sure to stay tuned for that, and then I hope to see you back in another video. Goodbye.